Samsung have just announced the Galaxy S26 Ultra at an event in San Francisco. We were on the ground to show you all you need to know about Samsung's latest flagship. Welcome back to SamMobile TV. You're here with Daniel. We got to go hands-on at an exclusive event in San Francisco ahead of Unpacked to check out the Galaxy S26 Ultra. There's a fresh feel about the Galaxy S26 Ultra this year. It's got a new design language. Samsung have kind of made it more universal with the base model Galaxy S26 series in rounding out the corners and sort of giving it a more universal appeal with the same camera modules on every single one. Gone are the individual camera rings, and just like we saw on the Fold 7, we've got the camera island, which is now replaced the camera rings on every single model. The S26 Ultra is distinguishable by the two extra cameras you've got here, but you'd be pretty hard pressed to tell the difference if you just had all of them next to each other and you ignored these. But it's not just about how it looks, it's also about how it feels. It only weighs 214 grams. Samsung have shaved 4 grams and 0.3 millimeters in weight from the previous version, the Galaxy S25 Ultra. And whilst you might not think that sounds like much, when you're actually holding it, you do actually feel a difference. It is actually comfortable and you do notice it. It's also going to feel slightly different on the sides because Samsung has switched from titanium to aluminium, sort of going back again on what they used to have. Samsung have also got a new display here. Finally, they've upgraded the display panel to be the new M14 panel, which by the time it's come out on the S26 Ultra, maybe it's not so new for other manufacturers, but at least for SamMobile, it is. This new panel is 10-bit, but it's not just about the bits and the colors and everything like that. It's about what they've enabled it to do. It's the world's first privacy display. Some people on the internet are calling it like anti-peeping, but it's called privacy display. It's a combination of both hardware and software. It's a hardware feature that is activated by software conditions. So you can go into the privacy display settings through the quick panel, and you can activate either to turn it on. We've got a maximum privacy protection toggle as well. And you've got some conditions that you can turn on, so you don't need to have it on all the time, just whenever the conditions are met. It's definitely a feature we're going to dive into as we use this phone a bit more, but it's very exciting just to see how it works. From a software side of things, it's the official launch of One UI 8.5, and we're going to break it down in a full video on the Galaxy S26 Ultra. It's still based off Android 16, but Samsung always like to put their sprinkle of flavor over the top. And the sprinkle of flavor that they're going to put over the top of this one is heavily influenced by Galaxy AI. You can go check out that full video where it breaks all that stuff down, but it's headlined by features like Now Nudges, which is going to basically be like a contextual-based AI feature, working in messages in the calendar, and the new generative edit, which is sort of bringing in some new features as well. From a performance standpoint, it will be running a Snapdragon 8 Elite Gen 5 for Galaxy. It's a lot to unpack in a sentence. This chip is what's going to enable all of these new Galaxy AI features because it's got a massive increase in NPU performance, but also a bump across the board with all the others as well. Samsung have also changed the makeup of the vapor chamber, changing the shape and sort of how it sort of goes and transfers the transfer of heat. They have to do this every year, obviously, because of the new chip and the new performance that it brings. They need to make sure it stays cool. No change on the capacity front for the battery. It's a 5,000 milliamp hour capacity, which has been enough-ish for the last few years. Some would say that it's getting a bit tired, but at least for now, we're stuck with it. And we've got support for 60-watt fast charging though. Super fast charging 3.0 to be precise, which means it's going to give you faster charging, which so far has been really good. Also 25-watt fast wireless charging, which is nice. From a camera standpoint, there's actually a lot more to talk about than other people are giving credit for. Samsung have upgraded the apertures on the main camera and the 5x telephoto, and that 5x telephoto is also what appears to be getting a bit of a hardware upgrade. It's a different shape behind the lens. Yet to know more about that myself, but hopefully we can dig deeper and find out in due time. The new apertures, f1.4 on the main camera, f2.9 on the telephoto, which should give you better light intake in lower light situations, and also will give you things like more natural bokeh. There's a whole host of other camera features too, and we are going to be breaking them down in the future, so make sure you hit subscribe. There's a variety of colors that Samsung are launching this in. We've got a full video breaking down all of the colors on the Galaxy S26 Ultra, so you can go check that out. Pre-order is available, so you can jump on wherever you're from and pre-order this device now. Launch is March 11, so it's not too long to wait to get your device. You can go check out our website for more of the intricate details and more of the stuff like the storage. For example, 1TB model, 16GB RAM, all of that will be on there. And follow us on our social media to keep up to date as well. And we'll see you guys next time. Thanks.